Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. Raila Odinga jetted back into the country after that meeting in Juba, a meeting where he met Salva Kiir, but a meeting where he could not meet Riek Machar, the first vice president of the South Sudan, who was put under house arrest. Now, what Salva Kiir told Raila Odinga is that you need to go talk to Museveni. So now, during that meeting with Museveni, I think that is where there was some secret talk that was held there, because Raila was sent there as a special envoy for IGAD. In South Sudan, 2026, there's going to be election, whereby it's expected that Riek Machar is going to take it toe-to-toe with Salva Kiir. Now, Riek Machar has been put under house arrest. Now, why am I focusing on this? There's a tweet that was shared by Gabriel Oguda. This tweet that was shared reacted to Raila Odinga jetting back, and it's also reacting to what Antonio Guterres, who is the UN Secretary General, also reacted, acknowledging Raila Odinga's effort in bringing peace between Riek Machar and Salva Kiir. But one thing that I need you to understand is that Salva Kiir denied Raila Odinga access to meet Riek Machar, because Raila's demand was that just like he has met with Salva Kiir, he wanted to meet with Riek Machar. But Riek Machar has been put under house arrest, so there was no way Raila Odinga was going to meet Riek Machar. So in this analysis, ladies and gentlemen, I want us to go extensively into this matter. Because we have a statement from Riek Machar, we have a statement from Antonio Guterres, and all this is about the issue of South Sudan and Raila's involvement. So now, before we get further on this analysis, ladies and gentlemen, I've discovered that many of you good viewers watch our videos, but you forget to like, you forget to subscribe, please do so. That is the only way you support the work of our channel. Thank you so much for all of you who've supported us. When Raila came back from Juba, he had a message. The message is very simple. I must be allowed to meet Riek Machar.
I went to Juba, South Sudan, as an envoy of IGAD. So I went to Juba and had a meeting with the President Salva Kiir of the South Sudan in his office. You know that recently the first Vice President, Mr. Riek Machar, has been put under house arrest. So I had a lengthy discussion with President Kiir, asked to be allowed to talk to Dr. Machar, but they were not able to allow me to see him.
Until then, I'm not going back. But then he did not disclose when he's going to go back. So it's like he has given Salva Kiir an opportunity to make a decision whether he will allow Raila Odinga to talk to Riek Machar. But they allowed him. They say that once they have done their investigation, there is going to be an opportunity to meet Riek Machar. But right now, they're still doing an investigation to ascertain whether those rebels who killed a general allied to Salva Kiir were actually linked to Riek Machar. That is the investigation being held. So first of all, I would like to take you to a tweet from Gabriel Oguda. There's something I shared here. So this is what Gabriel Oguda shared. Breaking news. United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres reveals is in contact with Special Envoy Raila Odinga, who is in Juba to de-escalate tension between President Salva Kiir and Vice President Riek Machar. They tried to bury us. They didn't know we were seeds. So I think Gabriel Oguda must have shared this tweet when Raila was still in Juba. But this is what he has shared here, and the video of Antonio Guterres has also been shared. Now there's another tweet from Gabriel Oguda again. Now, this time round, this is for 29th, and this is the time now Raila jetted back. And it says, at the JKIA Presidential Pavilion, on his return from Juba, South Sudan Special Envoy Raila Odinga held his first media briefing, highlighting progress and promising a comprehensive report to the leaders of Kenya, Ethiopia, and Djibouti. the stone that the builders refused. Okay, now this was a case where Raila was coming back from Juba, and he had walked out of that JKIA presidential pavilion, and so he had to give a little brief on his encounter in Juba and his meeting with Museveni. So just like I told you, Salva Kiir advised Raila to go to Museveni. So Raila immediately flew to Uganda and met Museveni, and whereby they talked about the escalating situation. Mind you, there are forces of Uganda which have been spotted in South Sudan, and I think that could have been because of Salva Kiir's request from Museveni to assist South Sudan. So the big question here is, why did Salva Kiir reach out to Kenya? Maybe we can say there's some level of mistrust here. So Salva Kiir knows that the best person who can actually agree with him in his agenda is Museveni. You know. So allow me to share this video. This is what Raila said when he jetted back from Uganda after meeting Salva Kiir in South Sudan. So this is what Raila Odinga said.
You know that recently the first vice president, Mr. MACHAR, has been put under house arrest. Him and his wife and a number of other people. This is what concerned the leadership in the region. The situation in South Sudan is explosive and can explode any time. So I had a lengthy discussion with President KIIR, who told me about challenges they're facing, that there was a killing of a general and about 10 other people in the town of Nasir in the Upper Nile. And this is what they're actually investigating. And because of this, he said that Vice President Dr. Riek Machar had been placed under house arrest as they continue with their investigations. From Juba, I asked to be allowed to talk to Dr. Machar, but they were not able to allow me to see him. They recommended that I meet with President Museveni. So from Juba, I went to Entebbe. I had a meeting with President Museveni. I reported to him what I had found in South Sudan. And after lengthy discussions, he said he was going to get in touch with President KIIR. So we agreed that I would go back to Juba later. So I've come back here, and I just want to say that it is a work in progress. I'm going to make a report to President RUTO and Prime Minister Abiy and President Gele of my findings in South Sudan.
Now, very well, ladies and gentlemen. So based on Raila Odinga's statement, he's confirming that Salva Kiir denied him access to meet Riek Machar. So it's just a matter of time before we know what's going to happen to South Sudan, because the UN has already pronounced his position on this issue, and Raila Odinga's position matters. IGAD is as communicated by Raila Odinga in the video I shared. Remember, Raila is going to respond to Kenya's president, Ethiopia's prime minister, Djibouti's president. These are part of IGAD. And just like I told you in the other analysis, you know, AU has also shared a message about the panel of wise men who have been, panel of wise who have been sent there. But Antonio Guterres managed to acknowledge the presence of Raila Odinga. I think that was a show of support and acknowledging that Raila has the best potential to unravel the problem there. So, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to rest my case, but just go below in the comment section and tell us whether you think Salva Kiir was right to deny Raila Odinga chance to meet Riek Machar. Perhaps if you're watching this video and you've not subscribed, take 1 second and subscribe, like this video. Until you catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed.